Hello and good morning. This is Andy McCann coming to you from Woodstock, Georgia, where I own CrossFit Garage. This podcast is meant to help you lay a firm foundation in fitness, food, and finance. If you're local to Woodstock, come to our gym, CrossFit Garage. We've got lots of folks that'll help you, support you, and get you on the road to solving the problems that you have. So look, here's the thing. Let me go. This podcast is going to be about fat, losing fat, not losing weight, losing fat. Because I promise you, if I could give you guys muscle and take away the fat, you would take it, even though you're like, I would like to weigh less. You don't really want to weigh less. You want to weigh what you would weigh naturally. Okay, so I'm going to cheat real fast too. I've got people at the gym, Coach Josiah, I got his website up, and then I've got Coach Jennifer, I got her website up, and Coach Matt, I'm actually looking for his website right now. But I'm going to give you tools for people that I know, like, and trust that you can hire to help you with a thing. Sometimes the thing is super psychology, psychotherapy, psycho in your head, right? And that needs to be changed. But many times it's just because you don't know what you're doing and you think you're doing what you need to do, but then you're like, well, damn, I didn't even know that was a thing. The number of times I have told people the obvious and they're like, well, dang, I didn't know that was it. I mean, like, no duh, right? So compassion, yeah, I am not the best there. I wish I had more. I'm working on it. I'm a work in progress. But I've got people that are very compassionate and will work with you. I'm going to tell you some easy steps. I'm also going to go through some psychology of this because it's near and dear to my heart. Now, there are some of you that I have recently spoken to about this, and you're going to say, I bet this podcast is about me. It is actually not. You know what I do for a living, those that listen, and your conversation points have resonated with others. My guess is because there's, graduations for high school and college coming up. There is a bathing suit weather coming up for you guys. And so you may think this topic is solely about me. It's not. I'm doing this as a general broadcast, and this is how I usually do my podcast. What if people talk to me about lately? Well, let me jump into that and let me share and let me give you some ideas. So if you're thinking you did this for me, yeah, kind of yes, but I'm not specifically talking to you. I'm talking about all the other things around it. Now, if you pull something out that is a nugget, then good for you. That was intended. But we've already probably talked about those, so I don't need to do this podcast for you. I just want you to know that sometimes you guys are like, hey, that was about me. Actually, let me tell you a funny story. So I totally made up a story about this race I did where I was dead last and I was just joking. So I did a Facebook story or Instagram, whatever. Just videoed myself and said, hey, it was a tough race. Wasn't as bad as the other. I did come in last, but I don't really train for this. And here's the funny thing that happened. I said this fat kid yelled out behind me, hey, Boomer, get out of the way. And so as he rode up next to me, I kicked him down the hill. None of that happened. It was just me trying to be funny to say, yeah, I was last. Was it funny? I mean, I thought it was funny. And a couple other people said, dude, that's hilarious. But some guy said, hey, I think you're talking about my kid. Could you take that video down? I'm like, well, wait a minute. 1, it's a joke. 2, a bunch of kids passed me. 3, I mean, nobody said Boomer. And 4, I would never kick anybody down a hill. So I don't know, like, what are you talking about? Anyway, I did take it down because I was like, well, I'm not trying to be offensive. I was trying to be funny. Some people look at the world as if everybody's looking at them. Man, quite honestly, in 52 years, I can tell you this, nobody cares. The only people that care is probably your mom and your dad, and maybe a brother or sister, possibly. After that, nobody cares. Maybe grandparents. I don't know. I'm not there yet. I can't tell you. I care a lot about my kids. I care about other people around me because I know I should, and I'm working on that. Historically, though, I can tell you, most people don't give a crap about whatever you're doing. They don't think about you. They think about themselves. Anyway, I say all that because some of you are going to be like, man, you were talking about me. I'm not. Okay, let me jump into this. How do you lose weight? And what's some psychology behind it? So the first bit is going to be the losing weight side, or I should say that different. It's not losing weight. It's losing fat. And then what you can do around that, and then the psychology of it. Dude, I'm going to tell you guys, first of all, it ain't freaking complicated. There's not much to it. There's some serious things. There's some like no-brainer things you can do, and this will work. But you guys make it hard, and most of you think you know a thing that you don't actually know. This is the easiest free way out of it. track your food for 2 weeks. Look at the data. I mean, be honest. If you can't be honest with tracking your food, that's a whole other problem. That's psychotherapy. I should pull up Coach Jamie's psychotherapy page. Hold on. When you need to talk to a therapist, Coach Jamie is your jam right here. She knows all of the stuff we talk about. She not only CrossFits, not only is shapely, but has a brain and a heart to be compassionate for those things. So when you're like, I need to talk to somebody that can understand. Yes, it is not me. I will not understand you. I went into the lion diet with my son because we had to. And I knew it would be a lonely process. So I jumped in because I care. I didn't do it for health. I didn't do it to be better. I didn't do it to find something that I absolutely love. I didn't. I did it because there was a need. And this guy does not like I want to deliver solutions. If there's something that I can do to make it work well, my son was about to do the lion diet, super lonely and really tough. Damn it, I'm going to do it with you because it's lonely and it's tough. I'm not compassionate. This girl right here, Jamie, well, so my screen's over here. The other screen, I got 2 screens going on. Coach Jamie is the one you want to work with, not me. If you have compassion issues, which almost all of us do with this stuff. Okay, so I'm going to go into those things too. Okay. Man, a coffee and a cough. That's it. Get the hot coffee down the throat and then cough it all out. If you're currently at the gym and you're moving, here's the easy thing. Show up. That's rule number 1. I love it. The other day, Grace came in. She was late. She's like, hey, I'm not going to do the hang power cleans because I'm late. I'm just going to do a thing. I'm going to get some movement on. I'm like, dude, that is perfect. What's rule number 1? She's like, yeah, show up. So I did. I'm like, exactly. I love it. Show up. Do whatever. I don't care. Show up. So if you're at the gym now, we track the committed board. It's just coming in 3 times a week. Would I do more? Yes, I would say 4 times a week. But we're tracking it because I want to show you that it works. Dude, look, I am freaking living proof. I edit the way I eat. I show up at the gym. I made it to semifinals for the CrossFit Games because I just do this stuff all the time. I'm very regimented and habitual. Now, sometimes those habits are wrong. I can tell you my emotional state is not great. Now, for me, it's great, but for normal people around me, it's not great. I am learning to be a better human. One of my buddies, Shane Stewart, one of the original founders with me for CrossFit Garage, he said, one of his lines that I love to steal, he's like, Andy, you're not great at being human. And he didn't, I don't know if he said it to me or he said it just out there, but he had some really good sayings. So you'll see him, if you're at the True Challenge, you'll see him there. He's a hilarious guy. And yeah, anyway, so I'm going to go through this stuff for you. And no, I'm not talking specifically to any of you. I'm talking to all of you. It's just this topic has come up so much in the last month. It deserves a podcast again because I've already done this one. Everybody wants to lose fat. Most people are just guessing at what they're doing. Look, this isn't like how to hack it. It's like real stuff that will really work. Now, the easiest one, again, track your own food for 2 weeks and then learn what you did. Better, though, the best thing you could possibly do is hire somebody because I'm going to tell you, you're an idiot about this stuff. And a tad bit of expertise delivered into your brain and heart is going to go a long way. So I would hire somebody. Just hire them for like 3 months and then you're on your own. It's great. I love it. Do that. That's the easy stuff. All right. As I said, it is pretty easy. Well, it's not complicated. It can be hard, but really it's just execution and consistency. I know you're like, well, that's it. That is literally it. Okay, so one of the biggest ones is I just need to be in a calorie deficit. Okay, sure. Here's the thing. Nobody really knows what your body burns unless you go get that tested. You don't really know. There's a guideline, like, hey, girls are about 2,000, guys are about 2,400. Is that exactly right for you? I mean, no, you might be tiny, you might be big. Matt Bentowski, who is like 9 feet tall, has a different metabolism than I do. Then there's muscle. Muscle requires more, so it's going to increase your metabolism. You're going to be burning more, thus you need to eat more. So you're like, oh no, do I eat more? It really has nothing to do with that. You need to track for you and figure it out. Easy way to track is, if you're consistent, pretend with me here. I go to the gym 5 days a week. Perfect. I know what I'm doing. I'm doing CrossFit. I do it 5 days a week. I eat the same 7 meals. Well, let's do the same things 7 days a week. I don't know. Make it easy for me. Currently, right now, my breakfast is 6 eggs every day for 2 years. My lunch is 2 New York strips every day for the last 2 years, or something pretty close to that. Sometimes it's a different cut of meat, but it's about 1.5 pounds of meat, uncooked meat. So it's, I guess, less than that when you cook it. Dinner is a pound of ground beef. Sometimes I throw an egg on it to kind of make it a little softer, and a bunch of goat cheese. So I know exactly what I'm doing fitness-wise and eating-wise. And then I can step on the scale and say, which way is it going? Now, I would not use a regular scale. I would get this. Hold on, let me pull it up. I would get this bad boy right here. It's a Hume Health The Body Pod, home body analyzer, and free Bluetooth app measuring 45 key metrics. I would get this guy. We have it in my house. I am actually considering buying like 5 of these and letting people take them home for a while from the gym so that you can kind of rent them out and you could like see, is it worth it? Am I tracking it? Are things going well? Because here's the problem. Most of you guys want to look good, not lose weight. It's not really about the weight. It's about looking good. Actually, let me pull that up, see if I can find a good comparison picture. If you're watching this is a video. It's at Andy McCann 42 on YouTube, or it's a podcast, in which case you can't see what I'm doing. I'll try to describe it. Okay, I couldn't find it on Facebook. This always comes up, but I found a page that'll give me it anyway. So here's a girl at 145 and another girl at 145. It's the same girl. It's just one has like skinny fat, so she's trying to lose weight, but she doesn't work out. The other one is definitely better looking in terms of body, right? Because she's working out. You can see the muscles in her guns, right? There should have been, well, shoot, there's no more pictures of it. There should have been more pictures, but whatever. You get the idea. It's not about weight. It's about body composition. That scale, the Hume scale, is going to let you know body composition-wise what you look like. Now, the problem with the scales are, it's one, it's a guesstimate, and then two, it has a lot to do with the water in your body. So yes, ladies, this could be very dependent in terms of your cycle. Okay. The other thing I had mentioned a long time early in this is it's not always about calorie counting, because here's the thing. Not everybody knows what their body burns, nor on the packaging does it actually have to be specifically incorrect or specifically correct. It can be incorrect. Up to 80% has to be true, right? So they don't even tell you specifically what's in there. They're like, we're 80% sure. And that's good enough. So labels don't have to be 100% accurate. So if you're working with data that you think you know, and then you're using other data that can be a little bit off, and you put that together, you're just really off. So it's better to track and know. If you ate the same things every day and worked out the same way every day, and then you stepped on this scale that was measuring in the same day and time, so the water in your body was the same. You can't have sweaty feet. There's a lot of things you can't do with these scales because it sends a pulse through your body and it's measuring the electrical travel, the current. Electrical travel, that's great. The current through your body, and then it puts it against a chart. You can even tell it, I am more athletic, I am less athletic. It will give you different results. You need to know that. So it's a good guidelines. Now, they can be inaccurate as long as they're consistent, right? Consistency says when I shoot a gun, I'm always left to the target, just a little bit left. Great. If I know that, I can slide over and keep shooting and I'll be on target. So you want to find consistent measurements, and at least it'll show you trends over time. So the change will be true, but the real number may be off. So you may not actually have, this percentage of body fat, but it'll show you a change based on its tables, and then you would know what the change actually was. So I would say get this scale. I would get this for everyone. If you need help getting this scale, let me know. I'll rent it out to you somehow. I don't know. If you're in the gym, if you're not in the gym, I can just tell you it's on Amazon. And no, I don't have any links. Just go buy it. This is the funny part about what I do. I want you to live long and prosper. I want you to look good naked. I want you to be harder to kill. I don't really want your money. I want you to live. So I think our business succeeds because that comes through. Yes, we need profit to be around. Yes. But I am not digging for your gold. I want you to be alive. And if it works, great. If it doesn't, it's because you didn't do it. I'm living, insert explicitive proof that this whole process works. Okay. So get yourself a scale, get yourself some advice. Whoa, picture change on the scale. Oh yeah, that's how you use it. You stand on it and hold the handle. Okay. There are some things that you can definitely do that would hamper you or speed up the process. The worst thing I have found is mixing methods. Just pick one and go with it for a while. The method that I know that works and breaks the system, typically they're going to say you need to eat in a deficit if you want to lose weight. That's not true. I eat 4,000 calories a day. I told you what I ate. Fat has a lot of calories in it. I eat 4,000 calories a day. I still weigh 162 pounds. When I started doing this with Evan, I dropped 10 pounds almost immediately, like within 2 weeks. And I'm like, uh-oh, I'm in trouble. I got down to about 155 and I had to increase my fat take so that I wouldn't keep losing weight. So I increased my calories so my body would normalize at about 162. I've been 162 pounds, God, man, for like probably a year. I've been under 172 for the 2 years. When I stopped eating sugar and bread, I dropped down from like 180 down to 170-ish, right? So there is, the elimination diets are great. I love them. Would I suggest it for you? No, not at all, because they're very unsustainable unless you're regretfully unintelligent like me. Evan and I have a specific skill set called OCD or TISM, I don't know, but we're able to do this. I don't know why. I actually like it. As my wife says, your body craves what you eat. I eat a lot of salt. My body likes that salt. Okay. What can you do? Your body, let me say this differently. I was about to say your body doesn't care. Your body might care, just as there are blood types. So the literal thing going through our body to help us stay alive, our blood, is different from person to person. Well, mostly different, right? There's, O positive, O negative, A positive, A negative, AB, there's all that stuff. If there can be blood that is different inside of us, you have to expand that out and say, we could probably have different metabolisms. Is it a blood type metabolism? I don't know. I'm just saying that if it's possible, then maybe the HCl, the hydrochloric acid in our stomach, is stronger or weaker or different. Maybe instead of NaCl, or that would be, HCl, maybe it's NaCl. You got salt in your stomach. I don't know. That wouldn't really work. But it could be bromic acid, right? It could be something else. Okay. It doesn't care if you're keto. It doesn't care if you're vegan. Either way can work. You just have to figure out what your body does like. Fasting versus 6 meals a day. Yep, you can do that. I can eat less legitimately, or I could try to eat smaller. Yep, that could work. I would say probably the easiest thing is, what time do you go to bed? I don't. Well, that's probably a problem as well. Pick a time. I go to bed at 10 o'clock at night. Perfect. Just stop eating at 9:30 for this week. All week long, do not eat past 9:30. If at 9:30 you're like, damn it, I am so hungry, then you have emotional problems. It is not about food. It's about your emotion. Someone said, no, I'm going to deny it. And you were like, no, I have to do it. That's a totally different thing. That is a Fox Oak counseling. That's a Jamie, coach or counselor Jamie problem. You go to Jamie Thomas and say, I have an issue with authority and rules. Help me. That's her. She will get you through that, right? That is not food. It's you that has a problem. Your heart, your brain, whatever. I'm going to tell you, just stop eating at 9:30. Then I'm going to tell you, back that up next week to 9:15, and then go to 9 o'clock, and then go to, right? And keep going down till you get about 7 p.m. Stop eating after 7 p.m. Most dumb things are eaten after 7 p.m. Stop eating the dumb stuff, right? Your parents used to tell you, be home at midnight. Why? Not because midnight was it's just a number, but dumb stuff happens after midnight. People start trying to get home from work. They don't want to sleep into the next day or stay awake into the next day. So drunk people, whatever. After midnight, weird stuff happens. Be home before then. You could avoid the weird stuff. If you have problems with the authority of, I want to fast. I want to, move the window of eating down, and I can't do it because I now have limited myself and I have desires. That is a Jamie thing. Go talk to her. Okay. What else we got? I am a huge non-fan, I am a disponent, I don't know what it would be, of supplements and Weight Watchers and fads and all of that stuff. It's just unsustainable. Major in the major things. Do the big things. What are the big things? It's how you eat, sleep, move, think, and connect. Work on those things first. I would not buy supplements for this. Here's the thing about supplements. Most of the time, not most of the time, it is an unregulated business out there. You can sell whatever you want as a supplement. And you don't even have to have in the thing that you're selling, whatever it is you're selling. So if you're selling a pill and you say, hey, it's full of magnesium, you don't actually have to have any magnesium in there It doesn't matter. They don't care. This is why people do this. Oh, it's third-party tested by a trusted third party who's testing our stuff to make sure it has what we say it has. Because people know you don't even have to have anything. So if you go online and look, does this magnesium pill have magnesium? Somebody's going to be like, look, I had it tested myself and it doesn't have any or something, right? So I am not a fan of supplements. Don't do it. Okay, wait, let me take that back. If that's the only way you can do it, by all means. I'm just saying the Andy way. Like, I would not take a shot from a GLP-1, those things. Your body makes that naturally anyway. Learn how to make it yourself. Don't give yourself a shot. That shot is, well, that's a whole different topic. And there is a time and a place for it. If I was 400 pounds and about to go into knee surgery, you know what? I've got other problems. Let's do the GLP-1. Let's lose the weight and then figure out how to get off of it and fix all the bone problems and all the other stuff that I've got now because of it. You just have to you have to figure out your problems, right? That getting new knees is a different problem. Okay, so I think I would summarize that bit with this. You don't need a diet. I hate the idea of diets, unless you're saying, oh, my diet consists of, right? The idea of a diet is I've restricted myself, right? Now, I do a restricted diet. I eat basically less than 1 carb a day. Mostly it's protein, eggs, and cheese. Sometimes I throw in other stuff. I'm experimenting with some other flavors, and currently my stomach doesn't like it, to see what happens. But the thing is, you want a system that you can follow. Just something that makes sense to you and your body would agree with. Here again is wisdom. You can use our people I know, like, and trust, right? Josiah, let me get to his homepage. Is this his homepage? There's his homepage. So you can get to Coach Josiah. There he is. Handsome man. Coach Jennifer, let me go to her. Let's see, am I in the about or the contact? Oh, I'm on the about. Let me see if I can find gallery. There you go. Strong lady. There we are. And then Coach Matt, I'm still waiting on his. Oh, there it is right there. Let me pause you guys and pull it up. So he just DM'd me and said the best place to get him is his Instagram handle is Muscleified. So Muscleified, like Wodify, Muscleified. He's got some cool stuff in there. You can DM him, direct message him in there. I just realized the other day that, maybe not the other day, it was probably last year, that people were direct messaging me in Instagram. I didn't even know who would do that. So I wasn't even checking them. I apologize for my lack of giving a crap. Okay, so one of the best things you could do for long-term weight loss or fat loss is increase your metabolism, your engine, right? A great way to do that is to build muscle. If you build muscle, your muscle is an expensive tool. This is why your body gets rid of it. As you age, they go, oh, it's sarcopenia, age-related muscle loss. No. This is because you're not using it. Your body is like, fuck it. Oh, sorry. Screw it. Sorry. I don't want this muscle. It's expensive. You don't even use it, so I'm going to get rid of it. That's where your muscle goes. Your body is the ultimate adaptation machine. It wants to adapt to the stresses you're putting it under. If the stress is super light, it's like, well, damn, let's go super light. I just want to adapt and live. Your body is not looking to thrive. Your brain and your heart or your soul, your whatever, your cognitive ability wants to thrive. The vehicle, your brain, your soul, your consciousness, I don't know. The vehicle that you are, that you ride in is your body. Your body is a machine, organic machine, that just does a thing. It allows you to articulate with your fingers, to move around with your feet. That's it. I guess, interact with the world around you. You are not your body. Eventually, one day, somehow, someday, they are going to be able to pull out you from your body, or like they're doing with the Elon Musk stuff, they put a thing on your brain and it allows you to feel yourself again. Person existed without being able to walk. So walking is not you. You are the thing inside of it, whatever that means, right? So your body wants to deteriorate over time. Now, it doesn't see it that way. It sees it as being super efficient. So if your body is efficient and an adaptation machine, it's going to adapt to the stuff you put it under. So put it under something good. Okay, build some muscle. It costs more. Now, you will weigh more. Actually, that's a good one. How? Let me pull up a picture of fat versus how much is let's say picture. Oh man, picture. I hate spelling. Picture of fat versus muscle. Let's see if it gives me one. There you go, images. Images? There we go. So you can look at a pound of fat versus 5 pounds of muscle. There you go. I don't know what this is. So 2 kilograms of fat versus 2 kilograms of muscle. So they've got a pen to give you like a ballpoint pen to give you a size reference. The 2 kilograms of fat, I only have a profile. I can't see it in 3D, but I'm going to say it's at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's probably 13 pens high. And then I don't know how many wide. I'm going to say it's probably 100 pens. And you look at the 2 kilograms of muscle, it looks like it would probably be the size of a baseball. So you can get the idea of like the difference in your body shape, right? Oh, here's another good one. 5 pounds of fat versus a 5 pound of muscle. Now, again, it's not giving a 3D view of it. So I wish they had this one's kind of a 3D view. A pound of muscle, a pound of fat. Well, you can't tell how high that is. I need a rendering. I need something that I can really get around. Anyway, the point is, fat it's globular. It's big. This is what you don't want. This is what people are trying to get rid of, the globularness, right? Being underweight with no muscle looks, in my opinion, just as bad. Like you look at people, usually women, who have no ass. It's because they don't back squat. They have no muscle. So yeah, they don't have any fat, but they also have no muscle. They're like skeletons. It's not great. Okay. So the lifts, if I was only going to do that, I would start you on lifting. What would I do? I would do squats, deadlifts, presses, and pulls. Maybe pull-ups or like a renegade row type thing, so a rowing motion. I would do that. Now, you could do CrossFit with it. You're going to do other things. But if I could only do one, I would start you on squats and deadlifts, right? It's the most, you'll be able to lift more weight, and it goes across your entire body. I know a guy, Jordan Genka, who increased his bench press by just doing back squats for a month. Yeah, crazy stuff. It's true, and it works. Man, Jordan, are you still, you wonder where you are. I use your story a lot. Okay, so the next thing I would do is log your food. Man, MyNet Diary, MyFitnessPal, one of those free. My coffee's empty. I'm going to pause you guys. And just like that, I got hot coffee. It's magic. Hit pause. Y'all don't even notice. Okay, so when you track, you're going to create awareness. Now I know what I know, and it's not just I think so. I have seen with my own eyes people mischaracterize what they're eating in real time throughout the day. And they just like, oh, no, that doesn't count. I mean, everything that goes into your mouth counts. Everything. The bad thing is you could eat like a barrel of oranges and you're like, oh, they're just oranges. No, you dumbass. It's just as bad for you to eat a barrel of oranges, right? You can't do that. You have to understand the dynamics between it. Let me pull up something like a MyNet Diary. That's the one that Levi got us on. MyNet Diary, is that it? MyNet Diary? I don't know. Yeah, there it is. So it's going to give you a breakdown of your meals and then your overall calories. Again, this can be wrong because all the labels are allowed to be 20% wrong. So it's a guesstimate, but being close is better than not knowing at all. Get something. Man, tracking is worth it. Just track for 2 weeks. It's going to show patterns. It's going to remove the guesswork. It's going to create awareness. You don't even have to change anything. Actually, I wouldn't change anything. Track for 2 weeks. Don't do anything. You're going to want to change things because now you've put a fine point on it. You're giving it attention. Therefore, you're going to do something different. But don't do anything yet. Just track. If you're not logging your food, you're hoping or guessing, and it's not going to work. So track your food. I didn't change anything. I didn't tell you to eat anything different. Track your food. I would say stop eating later at night and just shrink that back. I would also say go work out in the morning. That's just a great way to get your metabolism going. Lift some weights. If you're at the gym with me right now, you're getting this in there. We lift stuff. You're getting stronger. So it's different. Hypertrophy, my muscles are bigger, is different than I'm stronger. You can legitimately be stronger. Your muscles have created more connections, more fibers, it's recruiting more materials. Then your muscles are just bigger, right? So they don't have to be bigger. They have to be more of what they are, which is stronger. And that is... It's not different. It's just not the same. You can have a very strong person that does not show well, and yet they can lift a lot. You can have a very muscular looking person that doesn't do well-ish compared to the other person because big isn't necessarily efficient. You want your body efficient. You want it to have the expensive muscle, not just a lot of muscle. Okay. Okay. The other thing I would do, I would totally cheat and hire a mentor. Is money your problem? No, hire somebody. Is humility your problem? Yes, probably. You're like, I don't need help. I don't need somebody for that. That's Coach Jamie. If you don't think you need coaching or couldn't learn something, then you're just a pompous ass, and you need somebody to get your head and your heart right. That's Coach Jamie. Go there. I fully believe that 90% of our food issues are in the head or the heart. If you talked to somebody that would help that, go away. Okay. What else? If money is your problem, then do the free thing. If money's not the problem, if the way you look is the problem, use the damn money. That's what money's for. Money is the ultimate survival tool. It literally will transform into everything. So what they've done is create a universal connector. I have chickens. You have knowledge. Would you like to trade chicken eggs for knowledge? No, thank you. Well, damn it. I'm out of luck. Wait. I can sell chicken eggs for money. Do you want money? Because you can make that whatever you want. They're like, yes, I'll take your money. Money is the ultimate bartering tool. It's a universal connector for all the dumb systems that we've got out there that don't connect well, right? So it's a great, the quantity of it, the dialed into it, the bits, right? I can get down to the penny. So I can really narrow in, is it worth it to me? How many chicken eggs is it worth to have somebody do nutrition counseling with me? I don't know, 150? I have no idea, right? So then they're like, I can't even eat 150 eggs, so no thank you. And I can't I can't divide an egg up into smaller pieces. My unit is one egg. Okay, so use your cash. If you do the DIY thing, do it yourself, then you're just going to have the same problems you always have. Hire somebody. They do this for a living. They're going to shortcut the process immensely because you're an idiot when it comes to this stuff, most likely. It's not your expertise, but it is theirs. So again, you've got Coach Josiah. Where's his? There he is, Coach Josiah. His is powersportsfitness.com. You've got Coach Jennifer. Hers is inkedbarbell.fitness. And then you have Coach Matt Muscleified on Instagram. I will put these in the doodly-doo so you can find the links to them. You also got Coach Jamie, foxoakcounseling.com. So these are the best places to go to. And I'm sure they can each give you advice in the other person's wheelhouse. Awesome. Because when it's not you and you see the problems over and over and over, you develop a pretty good tool set to help those people. So I'm sure they see this stuff all the time. Okay, so it's on topic, but off the track of my outline. What I have found is when you mix carbs and sugars and fats together, this is where the problem is. If it were me, I would eliminate all sweet from your diet. I know you're not going to, but I would eliminate all sweet. Yes, even NutraSweet or stevia, all that stuff. Just get sweet out of your life. Your food will taste awesome once your tongue is done being addicted to sugar. The addiction to sugar is the biggest problem. I mean, they're now talking about, hey, weirdly, they've drugged us with sugar. What other white powder do you know that's a drug? How about cocaine? So sugar and that sweet is not great. Now, on the flip side, fat, dude, I eat so much fat. Apparently, it does nothing to you. I've got one of those the CAC scores, like the thing where they were like, hey, how clogged are you? And I was a 0, which means all the parts of my body are awesome. Yes, my cholesterol's high, but now they're saying, dude, we were wrong. Cholesterol is good. Those who live the longest actually have high cholesterol. So they don't even, God, it baffles me. They don't even know what they're doing. And they're telling you things, the people out there, to keep you sick, to get you sick. I don't know. This stuff, man, it's free. Just don't eat stupid shit, right? It's free. Literally stop eating stupid shit. If you can't stop eating sugar, again, that is a Fox Oak counseling thing, Coach Jamie. If you have a psychological issue with it, that's Coach Jamie. Break the psychological barriers down. That's Coach Jamie. If you have issues like that, start here. Yes, you could probably help the other side, but I would probably buy two. If I am a woman, I would probably hire Coach Jamie and I would hire Coach Jennifer. I would hire both. Wait, Andy, don't they? Yes, they specialize in different things, but they probably overlap. That's great. Money's not the problem. It's that I want to lose this fat. Then damn it, solve it. Use your money, speed up the time. CrossFit solved for me the time problem. I was a traveling sales guy. I wanted to do these adventure races. The training was like, go out and jog for 2 hours, go out and bike for 2 hours. And my wife said, dude, what are you doing? When I'm out of town, no big deal. But when I came home, she's like, do stuff for us. I'm like, you're right. What am I doing? CrossFit solved the problem. It used to be, hey, your warm-up is the same warm-up we always do. It takes about 10 minutes. We don't really coach and teach anything. There's the workout. I hope you can figure it out. Go. You were in and out of the gym in about 30 minutes. It was not great. People did get hurt because we didn't help people all the time. We assumed you knew what you were doing. It was not a great environment. The coaching is way better now. The class structure is way better. But what I'm saying is, even now, I still do it. Time's not my issue anymore. My issue is, what is my issue? Well, emotions. Yeah, that's my issue. Totally different problem. And I'm working on that. Thank you guys for being patient. Whew. Okay. So protein, non-negotiable. You do need more protein. Protein and fat are going to satiate you to stop eating. Protein, your body really wants. There are essential proteins and essential fats. There are no essential carbs. You should see one of the comments I got on my Facebook video, or not Facebook, it was a YouTube video. The guy said, dude, you're not eating carbs. Won't you die? I'm like, well, 2 years into it, says no. I've been doing this for 2 years. If I was supposed to die, I probably would be dead, right? Most people just say, damn, Andy, you looking hot. No, they don't say that. They don't say anything, which is great. Nobody says, well, you're old and broken. You can't do this. Look at this. Look at this. So some of you guys can look at it. Some of you guys can't. Let me see if I can find it. Is this the right page? Damn it. Where's the page? Let me pause you guys. Here it is. Look at this. All the people we had in the open, there is like 12 of them. Then we had 5 of us make it to quarterfinals. I'm the only one that made it to semifinals. I mean, why? There were some really interesting reasons for that. But the point is, at 52, I'm making progress. I eat just meat and fat. If this was a problem, I wouldn't be doing better than I've ever done in my life, according to the stats that I move through with and people in my age group, right? Yes, it's true. I can't beat a 20-year-old, but in my age group, I'm freaking crushing it. I bet you most of them aren't eating carnivore. Anyway, this stuff works. You just have to pick a plan and stick to it. Or find somebody that has better advice. I cheated and I listened to Evan's guy about what we were doing and I had his advice. So I just went along with him. Cheating? I don't know if it's cheating, but you know what I mean. I would eat protein in every meal. And if you're like, oh no, I don't like protein, I hate it. I would make it like it was a living thing, like an animal type protein, not bean protein. It just isn't, well, it could work. I don't think it's going to work. If you have a psychological problem with protein, because, oh, it was an animal, it was alive, talk to Coach Jamie. She's a psychotherapist. She will help you through that. If you're just like, I don't know what proteins I could even find, I need some advice on that. Yeah, that's Jennifer, that's Josiah, that's Matt. They're going to tell you, oh, there's a lot more protein options besides beef. Have you ever tried lamb? Have you tried goat? Have you tried this or that? They're going to give you other options that you just wouldn't think of. Now, I guess you could use like ChatGPT and figure that out, but I don't know. I would pay an expert. That's what I would do. The easy answer, pay the expert. Okay. Would I do carnivore for you? I mean, yes, it's really working well, and I've seen it work with other people. Yes, but no, because it is super tough, and most people don't enjoy eating this way. I really love it. I think for every man, this could be, I would also say stop drinking beer. If you're drinking alcohol, you're just shooting yourself in the foot. You're literally poisoning yourself. So stop drinking alcohol. That's probably the first thing, right? Count your calories, follow them and see what you're doing. When you're got the stupid stuff, stop doing the stupid stuff. That's the easiest thing to do first. Stop shooting yourself in your foot. If you're like, I can't make it through the day without a drink, that's Coach Jamie right here. Go to her website. That's what she does. She helps people break through those things. Use her. That's what you need to do. Okay. If you're listening to this, I keep flashing over to her webpage, foxoakcounseling.com. Go there. All right. Things you can do is move. Walk if you're not doing anything. Walk intensely. Count your steps if you're already walking. Do more chores. Do some dancing. Do anything that gets you moving. You want to move. I'm not a huge fan of, oh, look, I got 10,000 steps. Unless you don't. I probably have more than that. I think it's dumb to track 2,000 steps when I do CrossFit 5 days a week. Why the hell would I track steps? That's like beneath me. That's kindergarten. Because I'm already training. So you've got, I'm doing nothing. Then there's movement. I walk. Then there's exercise. I am just like going for a jog. I have an intention to it, not just tracking steps, not my daily thing. I have an intention, right? And then there's training. That's CrossFit. We do things that are kind of complicated that make your brain and your body work together. We have a neurological adaptation. It's a brain, nervous system, body connection. That stuff is going to do better for you for the long run, like brain issues, like, oh no, Alzheimer's and Parkinson's and all that. Keep your brain moving. So, do I track that? No, I think it's dumb. I don't need to track that. I'm already past it. I do stuff. None of you guys at the gym probably need to track your steps because you're already doing this. Now, would it be useful to track your sleep? Sure. What does that mean? I don't know. I'm not a sleep therapist. We can get you one and we can tell you what that stuff means. I would love it if everyone had a wearable device that had all the details and all that. I would force it. I would make you guys do it because I am a dictator, a benevolent dictator, but I am a dictator and I want to see the numbers and I want to do something about it. Most of us, well, that's why I'm not in charge because I'm a dictator. Well, I guess I'm in charge of this, the gym, but you know what I mean. I don't make you guys do anything. Rule number 1 is show up. Rule number 2 is don't do anything stupid. That's the rules, and I live by those. I used to try to make people do stuff because I liked it. Man, you do you. But I do know this. If you're trying to lose fat, you should probably do something, right? Okay. I work out at the gym less than an hour a day. I do get there before and I do end after because I have chores I do at the gym. You don't have to do that. That's 1 hour of my life. I have 23 other hours to do stuff with. It's a pretty good exchange rate. I love it. I won't be, well, barring kinetic impact, I won't be the first to die out of my cohort. All those that are born in 1973, half of them will be dead by the time they turn 72. Okay, so what about willpower and discipline? Willpower is a muscle you can flex. You can grow it. It's not really about willpower. I do suggest you grow that. It's about discipline. That is so much easier to get into a discipline, habits, and structure. I don't eat after 7. Great. This is a discipline. Do I need willpower for that? Not if I backed it up slowly. I'll just increase that muscle over time. And sometimes it's like a better setup. I just need to like, who shops for you? If you're wondering, why are there gummy bears in here that I have to freaking eat? Because you went shopping and bought them. Stop being a dumbass. Don't buy the stupid stuff. Just don't have it in your house. If you want gummy bears, learn to make the gummy bears. If you want a chicken, egg, and cheese sandwich from Chick-fil-A, don't go there. Learn to make it yourself. The food you make at home is going to be way better. It's going to actually be food. I think even Chick-fil-A, I know it came from God, but even Chick-fil-A got hit with, I don't even know if there's chicken in their chicken. It's weird, isn't it? You just can't trust what's out there. You make it yourself. I mean, if I could, I'd tell all of y'all to grow chickens, herd chickens, flock chickens. What's the word? To participate in the chicken life. Get some chickens, eat some eggs, eat some chickens. You know what you know where they've been. I would just say help make the right choice, the easy choice. Should I eat something stupid or good? Well, what's in my cupboard? Only the good stuff. Well, that's a great, easy choice. It has to be the right one. I would even be okay if you chose from lesser of bads. Just don't get the gummy bears. Okay, so another big one is inside of the idea of the mentality behind it is consistency versus intensity. If you said, Andy, I'm 30 pounds overweight and I would like to lose 30 pounds in 1 month, I'd say it's not going to happen unless I cut your leg off. It's just not going to happen. The intensity of the thing we're doing is not as important about the consistency of what we're doing. I can show you those that are consistent to the gym have better results. No shit, right? Duh. It works when you actually show up. Rule number 1 is show up. For your nutrition plan, consistency is way better than intensity. Andy, I'm going to get rid of all sugar for the next week. Man, great. What about the rest of your life? No, I'll bring it back. Well, probably not going to work, and it probably doesn't matter if you're just going to bring it back. I would go with something more consistent. What could you do that would be lifelong? How about instead of drinking 6 cans of Coke a day, you just cut it down to 3? Could you do that? Sure. Okay. Consistency versus intensity is the way to go. If you're intense, it's your emotions. And if you have an emotional issue, Jamie Thomas at Fox Oaks Counseling deals with the emotional issues. That's not a food issue. It's an emotional issue. And you need to get that right first. Okay. Whew. Sorry. Sometimes I get passionate on this. And the reason I get passionate is because I love you guys. The people who have talked to me about this, I love you and I want the best for you. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. If you just let yourself go fat, you will get type 2 diabetes. If you listen to a lot of that medical world, they just want to give you a pill. I'm telling you, this shit is free. You just stop doing the stupid stuff. Buy less dumb food, put it in your house, buy the good stuff, make the choices easy, make consistent things. But most of the time is you don't know what you don't know. And you're like, well, I'll just try it. Hire somebody or track your food or track your movement. All right. Get an expert. At the gym, you have an expert. Me, I'm looking at that stuff for you. I edit the workouts. Like today's workout, the RX Plus was the workout that they gave to us. I knew nobody would really be able to do that, so I made it the RX Plus version, and I dropped it down a bit to make it RX. And weirdly, it's going great. I had 2 people already comment, dude, that was one of the best workouts I've ever done. I felt great doing it. Awesome. That's what consistency gets you. Okay, what else would I do for you? I guess you could do like what should I avoid? What are some of the mistakes? Well, probably the biggest one is not tracking food. Next one is not eating enough protein. Another one, and this is really dumb because we've been trained for, man, since I can remember, this was the answer. Do more cardio, burn more, sweat more, burn more calories. It's actually not about that. The advice they gave you is just plain simply wrong. You want muscle costs more. It's going to demand more. Plus, muscle looks good. So do that. Add it to it. Don't drink your calories. Many people, like this right here is coffee. What's in the coffee? It's legitimately just black coffee. That's it. Just stop drinking your calories. You can't eat as much sugar off a spoon than you can drink through the straw. So stop drinking calories, especially alcohol. If you can get out of that, man, that's a huge saver. I hate it when people are like, well, on the weekends I cheat. Dude, look. Let's get rid of that word. On the weekends, you sabotage. A cheat is like when I go take a test and I have a cheat sheet, I am cheating the system to help me do better. I'm going to get a better grade because I'm cheating to get better. On the weekend, you're not cheating. You're screwing yourself over. You're undoing everything. So it would be like going into the test where, I don't know, you bubble in multiple answers at a time. That's just dumb. You're sabotaging your own score. When you have cheat meals, it's not a cheat meal like that. It's like sleeping with somebody else and not your spouse. It's that type of cheating. You're sabotaging your emotions. You're sabotaging your consistency. You're sabotaging your taste buds. You're just screwing yourself over. Stop doing cheat meals. That's the dumbest thing in the world. Just find a consistent plan where you don't need to cheat. That would be better. Whew. Okay, the other thing that really screws people up is they want results too fast. I need to lose weight in 30 days. Man, that's not going to happen. It's not going to be good. Just go slow. I would say a great plan is 2 pounds a month, but I wouldn't even do that. I would say it's the BMI thing where they do body mass index and you're looking at the percent of body fat. That's a better way to do it. I would try to adjust that because I don't care about the scale. I want to look good naked. That means I must have muscle. Well, I mean, unless your idea of looking good naked is being like, skin and bones. That's just, I don't know. I don't find that attractive. Okay, let me say, at 52, I don't find many things attractive. I do enjoy being older and in control of all the testosterone. It just, I don't know. You just get older and like, whatever. Of course, that could also be a form of my OCD and tisms. I just am not emotionally normal. Okay, so what would it look like? One, I would probably do, I like take this, where is it? If you go to CrossFitGarage.com/free, I have got on there the 60 Easy. I would use the 60 Easy. The 60 Easy is literally of the 5 things, how you eat, sleep, move, think, and connect. Of the 12 months, 5 times 12 is 60. It's just one thing you could do each month to add on to move your journey along. Super easy. I wrote this somebody made it as a joke. I wrote it for real to combat 75 hard. I would love it if everyone did 75 hard. I think it's the dumbest thing in the world, but I'd love it if you did it. But people won't, and you have to start over if you fail even one minor thing. It's too hard. You want to stack your wins up. Consistency, not intensity, right? Okay, I would what do I say? I would lift weights, which is what we do at the gym. I would move daily, which is what we do at the gym. I would eat mostly whole foods around the edge of the store. I would have some sort of living thing that is dead, that like an animal that had a face. That's what I should say. If it had a face, I'm eating it at every meal. Well, that's an interesting one. I eat eggs. I mean, eggs would have a face if you let it like I guess, go so it fits. I would track my food to be aware. I would once I understood, I would create a small calorie deficit if I wasn't doing something like this carnivore or keto, like low carb, because apparently the science is different. 4,000 calories a day, and I'm still at the same weight. So it's not about calories. It's about what you eat. I can tell you that for sure. I would get a coach. I do get coaches. I hire people to coach me in things all the time. Having an expert be able to tell you something is, well, obviously it's not priceless. I know what the price is. It's priceful. I don't know. Okay. Here's the thing I know for sure. Andy, what do I do? Hey, email me, call me, text me, whatever. I'll help you get started. Or I would just use the people that we already know, like, and trust. They do it remotely, so you don't even have to live here in Woodstock. So again, I forgot about this. Josiah also has image consulting. So if you're a dude and you're like, I wear stupid stuff, talk to Coach Josiah. I would use Coach Josiah. I would use Coach Jennifer. I would use Coach Matt. I would use Coach Jamie for the services they offer. I'm sure there are more of you that are at the gym that do some of this stuff too that I don't know about. So I would deliver them to you as well if I knew what your businesses were. What I am not saying is hire Andy. Do you hear this? I don't want your money. I just want you to look good naked and become harder to kill. I don't want your money. I want you to do well. Now, if you want to pay me to do that at the gym, great, I'm in. If you want to pay me $1,000 an hour, I will help you out one-on-one. Why $1,000 an hour? Because I don't want to do it. And I think you could do it on your own, right? But most people just won't do the easy stuff. It's like a teenage girl. I can't even with people who just won't do the easy stuff. But these 4 people I mentioned have patience. Both patients. Patients they work with, people they work with, customers, but also I can stand the duress of your emotional state. I don't. Look, I think I would really throw it down like this. You have a broken system. If you keep going down the broken system, you're going to get the broken system results, which is disease and death. You'll just get the standard American stuff. Eat the standard American diet, get the standard American diseases, right? What I want you to know is that it's not, fat loss isn't about suffering. It's about building a body that works in a system that you can be consistent with. And these experts will help you get you there. No, I'm not trying to say, oh, this is the selling coach services thing. I mean, I guess maybe it is. Sell my coach services. I'm not taking your money. I don't want anything from it. I just want you to live. And I know, like, and trust these people. So use them. Okay, last little bit is going to be, weight, fat, and muscle and how they differ. And then some of the psychology. So this is what I tell people, stop looking at the scale. Why? Because the scale just tells you what gravity is doing to your body. It's your mass times acceleration, which is gravity in this case. And so there's your weight. I'm 162 pounds. I am, 2 stone and 5 whatevers. It's just a number based on gravity. That's not what you want. You want to reduce fat and increase muscle because I know you want to look better naked. You want to look good in a bathing suit, right? That's lifting. I need to chase the scale. It's true. I would buy the other scale, the Hume scale, and put your measurements on this. It's the year 2026. They've freaking made a better scale. Use it. It's just we're all trained that weight's the number. It's not. Weight's the dumbest thing in the world. Maybe I should come up with a way to buy like 10 of these and then loan them out to, actually, that's a great idea. Buy 10, loan them out to like the new people as they start, so they can see this and they can buy their own. Then I can reloan them out. The people at the gym already, I figure you probably have these. Or I'm going to loan them out to you guys. See, that would be 10 would be like $2,000. I wonder if they have a volume discount. Oh, man, I wish everyone would see that. Okay. Fat weighs more than muscle. Sorry. The same amount of fat and muscle, fat is going to be bigger, right? So fat is a bigger thing at 5 pounds than it is muscle. So you want to get rid of this fat. We want to kind of reframe that from how much do I weigh to more what am I made of? And that's these body mass index scales, the Hume. And the reason I point this one out is I did some research earlier on which ones like are the best ones out there. And basically it was like, while Hume may not be the best, it's the least tough to use. Their app is awesome. And if the app is awesome and people use it, that's what you want. I don't want the most accurate. I want the one people will use that'll give them consistency. So anyway, muscle is way more dense. It's tight. It's functional. Fat, it's just stored energy and stored toxins, and it takes up more space. I did an episode where I talked about Brittany Locker. She sent her Hume scale pictures to me. And she's like, hey, look at this. I am up 5 pounds overall, but I've lost 15 pounds of fat and gained 20 pounds of muscle. Hell freaking yeah. That's exactly what it is. So that is what I want from you. So this is true in all people, but especially for women for some reason, that muscle raises your metabolism. The metabolism is the thing that says this is the amount of energy I require. So to move you from like say 2,000 calories a day to 2,100 calories a day of burn, you want more muscle. Now, should you probably eat more? I mean, probably yes. And you're probably going to use a thing where it's a deficit, and that's fine. I personally don't agree with those. I would just say eat all meat and fat and then get rid of carbs and sugars altogether, but that's dumb for most people. I get it. And then muscle is also going to improve the shape, which is what most everybody wants, right? Muscle is also giving you capability as well as confidence. I'm doing stuff, that toned look, right? It's, muscle isn't just covering the fat, it's replacing it fat and giving your body a better dimension. Now, here's the thing that really nobody ever talks about. If you are larger already, your skin will get saggy as you kind of go down. You can mitigate this a little bit by going slowly and letting your skin kind of go with you, which is why I say something like 2 pounds a month, right? Or change your percent body fat slowly, whatever that equates to. I wouldn't do a bunch. Now, also, you're going to be like, well, what can I legitimately get down to? Women just are more fat than men. You have boobs and butts, right? So there's going to be a measurable amount of fat more. So it's something like women are going to be around 20% or guys will be around 15%. I mean, that's just how it is. So don't rate yourself on the wrong gender. Look at what you should be and kind of go with that, right? Slowly is better than quickly. Consistency over intensity. So what's near and dear to my heart, I talk to a lot of parents about this, about their high school kid, their college kid, right? What can I do? Well, one, parents can't say anything. If I tell my own kids stuff, they're like, you're just an idiot. But if I tell your kids a thing, and I'm totally happy to do this, if you're a member and you're like, I need someone to talk to my kid about what? Yeah, let me know. I will say the words. We do that with our summer strength kids all the time. The summer strength program is for middle schoolers and high schoolers, and we bring them in, we teach them to lift, and we talk to them about the stuff they should hear and know. And it comes from somebody different. I've actually had a parent say, I can't believe it. They're eating more protein because you said it. I've only been saying that for 5 years. And I said, do you want to be right or do you want them to do the right thing? So you have to pick which. You can't beat them up over doing the right thing now, or you can and they just won't listen. All right, so don't use social media to compare yourself, right? They have unrealistic body standards as well as filters that just lie. Skinny does not equal better. It's just messaging. So don't go for I'm super skinny. It's not about skinny. It's about shape. People have a fear of lifting weights. I mean, don't get a coach. They'll help you do the stuff, right? CrossFit is probably the easiest way to get eyes on you. That's the least expensive you'll ever find. We watch you. We look. If you're in an emotional eating cycle, then yes, you need to recognize that and hire Coach Jamie. It's not an all or nothing thing. You can do it slowly, which I prefer is better, right? And make incremental progress. I think that's the best. Eating less does not equal better. Doing more cardio does not equal better. Smaller on the scales does not equal success. Those are all misnomers. And you just got to get out of your head on that one. Those trends following that are going to result in a bad you later on down the road, bad body later on down the road. Okay, so I am not well qualified for the psychology stuff, but I talk to a lot of people and I can give you some ideas. But again, I would talk to Coach Jamie, the local CrossFit coach and psychotherapist, to say, hey, talk to my kid, talk to me, tell me what. She is great. Okay, so instead of thinking like I'm trying to lose weight, I would shift it to I would say a positive thing. I am someone who takes care of my body. When you say that, you start looking at it like, yes, I am that person, and I will try to do the things that take care of my body. It just reframes what you're trying to do and gives you a better way to motivate your psyche, your subconscious to take care of yourself. Another big one, it is not all or nothing. I ate bad today, so screw it. I missed a workout. I failed. Man, dude, Grace came in 20 minutes late. She did stuff and she stayed a little bit longer. That's awesome. it's not failure. Just pick it up. It's not a streak. I do like the idea of streaks, but also they're dumb. Who cares? If you look at my Spotify scores, like, hey, what have you streaked? Every weekend I miss and I still come back. It's okay, right? I don't know, it's a brain disorder that we have. We like, especially if you're OCD, you like that consistency, and it doesn't have to be that way all the time. I would replace it with the idea of like, hey, one meal missed doesn't matter. One workout missed doesn't define me. It's not the one step, it's the trend. What am I doing trend wise, right? You're not falling off the wagon. You're just taking another step. It's okay. A lot of eating isn't even hunger. I'm stressed. I'm anxious. I'm bored. I have social pressure. The biggest one I see is people pick up their phone, and when they eat, they scroll. Therefore, when they scroll, they want to eat, and they don't realize they've created a bond for those two habits. Man, that's a tricky one. Most people now eat alone. They don't even have dinner with their families. If you're scrolling while you eat, you're just screwing yourself up. It would be better if you like played a book or a podcast or a movie and just had it off to the side. It would be better actually if you ate with somebody, but that doesn't always happen. Hey, another one I'd throw at you is you are like the people you hang out with. If you hang out with people that rehash the past all the time, you'll rehash the past. If you hang out with people that are doers and movers and thinkers, this is why I Venn diagram myself. I want people like me because I like the things I do, and I want to invest in them because damn it, I care. And the people that I find that overlap, I actually really enjoy. It's just that we may be the wrong age for each other, right? So easy ones for me are like, I don't know, Randy, Jordan, David, who else? Who else does those things? So we do CrossFit, adventure races, D&D. Yeah, now I'm drawing a blank. Anyway, those three. Man, I would drop most everything to go help them in whatever it is, because not only do we enjoy the same stuff, I know their psyche, I know their hearts, I know their ethos, and I agree with it, right? I want to be like the people I hang out with. I want them to be like me. I want us to lift each other up. We are the die is half rolled, right? We can roll again. Let's D&D reference, the glass is half full. Be like them. If you hang out with drinkers, you're going to drink. There is a group that I'm interested in joining, except one of their big things is let's get together and drink. So I'm like, I'm probably not going to hang out with those guys. I'll be a fly on the wall and help when I can, but that's not the people I want to be around. Eating poorly, it's just not the people I want to be around. Doing stupid training, that's not it. Like, why? I made it to the CrossFit semifinals. Do I even care? No. Why? Because I know training like that is just dumb. Actually, let me back that up. It is dumb for longevity. The workouts, I was trying to look up their workouts, and they're like, hey, yeah, these are the workouts. Let me tell you the first workout for 2025, workout number 1 that they have us doing in 2025. It is 1 clean and then 1 bar muscle up. This is last year. I didn't do this. The clean is 185 pounds. I can do that, but it is near my maximal load. So I will have to warm up a lot. What I would probably do is some other workout that they want us to do to be warmed up and then start moving the bar. I don't like, hey, there's a time cap in this. What is the time cap? I have 10 minutes to do it. Yeah, I'm probably going to do 10. That's it. Because that's just really hard and heavy, right? It's dumb this isn't me. Doing the competitive stuff just to do it, to hit it, I just don't care. It doesn't move my needle. What does move my needle is doing a hard thing like the TNGA, getting out there and doing a 370-mile bike ride that most people can't do because it's mostly in your head. I don't know the way they say it. It's like you don't fall to your level of preparation. You fall to your systems or something. So I would probably say it a little bit different. You don't rise to your goals. You fall to your environment. So my goal is this, and I'm working towards it. May not hit it all the time. But if I'm around a bunch of dumbass people dragging me down, I'm just going to drag down and miss it all the time. If I'm around people that bring me up, then it's right. You see what I'm saying? This is why I push something like a CrossFit gym, whether it's ours or somebody else's, because the community aspect is big. You won't know this if you've never been to a CrossFit gym. It's a team. People want you to succeed. We talk. It's not, hey, if I talk to you, I want your digits. That is not it. Most of us are married or involved, so that's not it. Now, some of that does go on, but it's not what it's about. It's about building people up. Surround yourself with people that you want to be like. Okay, I guess the problem there is if you surround yourself with people who like are millionaires and you're not, they may be like, why am I surrounding myself with you? Just get out of here. So I guess that could be a problem. If you really find the right group, they may not want you because you're not there yet. I think the message I would try to get through to you in this substance of losing weight, losing fat, is that confidence doesn't come from being smaller. It comes from being capable. So I fit in my dress better and I can go out and do the dancing I'm capable of doing. I fit in a bathing suit better and I'm capable of getting out there and doing the things I want to do in a bathing suit. Capable. I can lift bags of cement or whatever. I'm capable, not just tiny. And then we do cool stuff like we get our first pull-up, we lift more stuff, we show up consistently, we help people, we high-five. I loved it the other day. Tomoko was giving Camilla advice on her hang squat clean, and she got a PR. Boom! That's exactly what it is. People investing for the pure sake of, I invest because I like you and I want to help you. Okay, so back to the high school, college kid. I usually say girls because it typically is that route, or the young professional that's like, uh-oh. I would say if I could sit down with all of them and they're struggling with this, I would tell them, stop trying to be smaller and start trying to be stronger and more capable. Everything gets better as you aim in that direction. Weird stuff happens when you try to just get smaller. Like I remember the girls in the house were on the Optiva or something like that, which is basically food you buy and then you like puff it up with water and you try to eat this stuff and it's like super minimal calories. And they were lightheaded. Well, no shit. When you're eating 1,000 calories a day and you're trying to move, you're going to be lightheaded. That's not what you want. You want sustainable. You want a plan of trajectory that's tiny steps upwards because that's how you climb a mountain. I don't know. If you need help, man, call me, email me, text me. My email is easy. It's andy@crossfitgarage.com. My cell phone number is on there too. Come to the gym. We are those type of people. Hire our coaches. I don't want your money. I do want the gym to be profitable. I want to stay around doing this. Hire Josiah for fashion, for fitness, for food. Hire Coach Jennifer for fitness, for food. Hire Coach Matt for fitness and for food. Hire Coach Jamie for a better mind and heart. They're there for you. I already know, like, and trust them. Extend that through me to them. I wouldn't recommend them if I didn't think they were great people and they could do what they could do and they were in my sphere, so whatever, right? All right, guys, you're not alone. The topic is huge. People talk about this all the time. It's what we do and we live in. We're here to help. Take care.